There she is, Miss Houston, Texas.
Here he is, Miss Dork from Canada.
Miss Crazy Girl from Houston.
I think this will be our whole interview. Wow, if I sing like that, no one's coming to the show. But thank God, everybody, I want you to know, when you come and see Michael Bublé, he lip syncs the whole time.
Yeah, I want you to know, no, he does not.
Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun.
You know what, Michael, what's so cool about you is that at your concert, we got Mama and Daddy there, Grandma, Grandpa, and then we got the kids, the whole family. Of course, some of us are singing along.
Oh, so darling, save the last dance for me.
And the kids are like, I love this new song. We're like, honey, we've been there before. It's just been updated.
Exactly. That song is 130 years old.
You know, what's so amazing about you is when you look at your backstory, is that it's almost like you prepared for your entire life for the moment that you're at right now.
Go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go.
And at a time when so many people want to have success overnight, yours didn't happen overnight. I want to back up a little bit and talk about, as a kid though, early on, you knew that you loved music.
Yeah, I love music, and I see it in my own children, you know. I have a forthcoming, a little girl. My boys and my daughter, they love music. I always say this to people who say, oh, my son or daughter want to be a singer. Before you start worrying about fame and fortune, be so grateful that God gifted your child with a passion and a love for music, because it is the deepest and richest relationship, and it'll never let you down. And for me, it's been this beautiful companion my whole life.
My sweet embrace of you.
I think the reason that I've had success doing what I do is I genuinely love and appreciate what I do, and more than that, I love and appreciate who I do it for.
You make me sing your every line, your every word, your everything. Yeah.
You also have a great work ethic. You had some great encouragement. I'm going to start with that work ethic part. You would work hard. You worked with your dad in the fishing industry when you were a teenager.
Yeah, I was a fisherman, son of a fisherman, and I didn't have success till I was 27 or 28. I didn't get famous, as they say. And so I think I had a long time to grow and learn who I was, and it definitely gave me appreciation once I got there. It's funny, you know, people will often say that I remind them of, you know, Frank or Dean or one of those guys, you know, the old school kind of entertainers.
You and I, we're just like a couple of tots
running across the meadow, lots of forget-me-nots.
And they say, well, how did you cop that? When I was a kid, there was no YouTube and there was no going to watch them, so I'd never seen what they did. But what I did was I did what they did. I worked in nightclubs from the time I was 16 to the time I got signed at 26. And so by the time I had come from all those thousands of hours, you know, as Malcolm Gladwell talks about, wonderful author, he says, the secret to any success is 10,000 hours of work. I had worked so much, I had learned to become an entertainer.
And the great thing too is, again, you had that support. Your grandpa was like, look, I'm a plumber. How about I trade plumbing services to get Michael on stage? How cool is that?
Yeah, it's the truth. I mean, very organic. My family was the audience many of those nights when I was a young kid. It was a joy for me that my grandfather, he got to witness most of that rise. He passed away a couple years ago. I miss him every day, but I remember saying, Grandpa, you're 92 years old, but how you feel up here? And he said, sunshine, my body's old. He said, but up here, kid, he said, I'm 18 years old. And I see a lot of myself in him.
And I know there's no denying that it's a beautiful day, the sun is up and music's playing.
You at one point, you prayed that you could be a great singer. You slept with your Bible and said, okay, God, we're gonna make this happen.
I think I was a pretty dramatic kid, and I'm a pretty dramatic guy now. It's funny, as I get older, I have such a clear sense of faith, and I never want to push it on people. You know, the glory that you and I receive for doing what we do was meant for no human being. It just wasn't. I come here to spread the good word, and that's just empathy and goodness and kindness.
Well, I'm a feeling good.
I am like a chef who loves making this food, this music. And more than I love making the food, I love the people I make it for.
There's a dude that's dancing over there.
Come up on stage with me. I love you so much, man. Joey, Tutti Frutti, get your booty, get your Rudy on the dance floor.
It has been a real privilege my whole life to get to do this. You can imagine for me, after this crappy pandemic and after all this horrible, anxiety-ridden, terrible, and the world feeling like it's broken and caving in, that I get to be a small part of its healing. And that people, they do that for me. You know, it's not about me healing them as much as they heal me. They give me faith in humanity.
Sun in the sky.
We were able to sink into your music, you know, during the pandemic, but now we can be out and see you live. And when you do your shows, you bring a whole nother level of energy to it.
I've got the world on a string.
I hope people remember that, you know? It's weird. It's an interesting time to be in this business. I'm just gonna try to stay excited about what I'm doing and hope that when I come that people feel good and people feel safe and people feel ready to let themselves go.
Texas is ready. Texas has been ready. And Michael, I will never not love you, by the way. You are going to be performing here in Houston soon. Perhaps, maybe, you could come here to our studio. We could do a little quick interview.
I'll be there.
A little quick duet.
I'll be there. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do I have to get up super, super early?
No. If you're in the studio by 9 a.m.
That is so super early. Oh my God.
Okay,
yes.
9:55.
But it's okay. It's okay. I still come.
You'll just be coming home from your concert and roll by here before you go back home.
Exactly. I think that's a better idea. So it's what day is it? September 13th? That's the concert date, I think. You know what? I'll still be partying because my birthday's the 9th, and I'll be hungover from then, I'm sure.
There you go. We'll have a birthday cake for you and a Grand Slam breakfast and the whole bit. I may show up on the stage and say, you said you were coming to the studio. Come on, let's go.
Listen, if I don't, can we do something there at the show?
Are you kidding me? Okay, it's on. We're
Let's do
recording
it.
right now. We have it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
No, I'm serious. Let's do it. Get yourself ready. You tell me what you want, and you and I will have a moment.
I'm serious. You're serious. We'll have a moment. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. What song will we do? What song would that be? My
choose. Go and look. Take it.
love, my love,
figure it out.
there's only you in my life. I'm practicing. Thank you, Michael.
Anything that's right. My first love. Oh, I love that song.
You're every breath that I take. Oh, yeah.
You're every step I make.
What pipe she wears.
Just amazing.
You bring us that classic music, you put your own twist on it, and you made a promise to that, great songbook, if you will. And with that said, what is it that those songs and that genre in particular does for us? Because where I started was that it's interesting that you look in the audience and you have everyone of every age who loves it.
I say all the time, I look out, I actually say it during the shows, and I see black, white, young, old, gay, straight, rich, poor. I see everybody. It's a testament to what I think is the greatest music America ever gave to the arts. I think jazz music and the Great American Songbook, it's just something that I think it doesn't matter where you're from, you can all relate to the words, to the incredible melodies, to the feeling. We're talking about love, Everybody knows what that's about.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And I'm gonna end with, you are my first, my last, my everything. And you live up to your Instagram title, devoted pappy and husband, sex symbol, and humble Canadian. We'll see you in September.
I love you. Thank you. You're so cute. Oh my God, that's the best. You're the best.